Hello there, good morning. Police Scotland successfully traced 99% of missing people alive here over the last 4 years. That's according to Falkirk Council is to consider controversial plans to cut schooling hours later. Elsewhere this morning, work to replace hundreds of thousands of old electricity meters here that use long-wave radio signals is to be speeded up. Now, a unique perspective on Scottish cities is being offered by tour guides who have experienced homelessness. And you can hear more of Sunny's story later on Reporting Scotland, but for now, we'll get the weather forecast. Here's Gillian. And that's all from us for the moment, but we'll have another update for you in around half an hour's time. I do hope you can join us. Bye-bye. Well, hello there, good morning. Police Scotland successfully traced 99% of missing people alive over the last 4 years. That's according to Falkirk Council is to consider controversial plans to cut schooling hours later. Elsewhere this morning, work to replace hundreds of thousands of old electricity meters here that use long-wave radio signals is to be speeded up. Now, recordings sent between families in Scotland and Pakistan in the 1960s and 70s are being exhibited in Edinburgh from today. Time for the weather now, and it was cold this morning, Gillian.
Yes, Sarah, it's a chilly start.
OK, Gillian, thank you very much for the update. And that's all from us for the moment, but we're back very soon. Bye-bye. Hello there, good morning. Police Scotland successfully traced 99% of missing people alive over the last 4 years. That's according to Falkirk Council is to consider controversial plans to cut schooling hours later. The local Elsewhere this morning, work to replace hundreds of thousands of old electricity meters here that use long-wave radio signals is to be speeded up. And finally, recordings sent between families in Scotland and Pakistan in the 1960s and 70s are being exhibited in Edinburgh from today. And now it's time to say good morning to Gillian. Hello.
Good morning.
OK, Gillian, thank you very much for that. And that's all from us here. Bye-bye for now. And on Reporting Scotland, work to replace Hello there, good afternoon. Around 240,000 Scottish Energy customers face major problems with their heating systems if they don't have their meters upgraded in the coming months. The radio teleswitching service controls energy tariffs by sending signals to activate peak and off-peak settings. The signal is due to be turned off for good next June, but hundreds of thousands of homes and businesses have still to be converted to the updated systems. Well, our news correspondent Jamie McIver joins us now in the studio. Jamie, can you unpack this a bit for us, please?
That's because the signal is also used to carry what's known as the...
That's quite a stark warning, Jamie. Do we know just who's affected here? Now, there have been calls for the National Care Service to be ditched. At question time in the Scottish Parliament, both the Scottish Conservative and Scottish Labour leaders said the plan should be abandoned, describing it as discredited and wasteful. But the First Minister, John Swinney, insisted it was needed to ensure consistent levels of care right across the country. Now, Sonny Murray slept rough in Edinburgh, spent time in prison and was addicted to drugs. Now, he says he's made some turnaround to become a tour guide in the city. He shows guests the sights, but also gives them insight into a world most of us don't see. And we've been to join him on one of those tours. Sonny Murray speaking in that report there. Right, on to football news for you now. And Rangers and Hearts are both in European action. Time to take a look at the weather forecast for you now. So it's good afternoon to Joy.
Good afternoon. Well, it was.
OK, Joy, thank you very much for that. And that's all from us here this lunchtime. Sally Magnuson has Reporting Scotland this evening, but for now it's back to Lewis Vaughan Jones. Bye-bye.